This is not a plea for attention, but a call for understanding. Kneeling is my way of laying down my walls and giving you a glimpse into my soul. In this moment, I am all that I am, nothing more and nothing less. Kneeling before you is my way of showing you that I am unafraid to be seen in my truest form. My mind is overwhelmed, yet my heart is calm, knowing that this act of kneeling allows you to see me more clearly than ever before. There is something beautiful about kneeling, about offering yourself up without expectations, without defenses. It's the most honest thing I can do in this moment. With every thought and feeling, I am drawn deeper into this act of vulnerability. Kneeling is not just physical, it's the opening of my heart to you, hoping you will feel it too. I'm kneeling because I can't hide from this moment anymore. All my emotions, all my thoughts are here on full display, and I want you to witness it. The weight of my emotions is heavy, but in this moment, I kneel to release them, to share them with you, hoping you'll understand the depth of what I'm feeling. This position is not one of surrender to defeat, but of surrender to truth. I am letting go of everything I've hidden, allowing you to see all of me in this raw, vulnerable state. I kneel not to beg, but to offer my true feelings, my true thoughts, all of me, unfiltered and unguarded for you to see. Every emotion that has built up inside me is now being released. Kneeling is my way of letting it all out, allowing you to witness the truth of who I am. I feel a connection between us that is indescribable, and in this moment, kneeling is my way of sharing that connection, letting you see the depth of what I feel. There's something incredibly freeing about being this vulnerable, about offering up all of me without fear. I kneel, not in shame, but in the hope that you will understand the depth of my emotions. In this simple gesture, I give you everything, my raw feelings, my inner thoughts, everything I've kept inside. Kneeling is not about weakness, it's about giving freely. There is no hiding now. Everything I feel, everything I think, is exposed for you to see. Kneeling is my act of surrender, my way of showing you who I truly am. This moment is one of release, of giving up the things I've held onto for so long. Kneeling, I allow myself to feel everything, to be seen by you in all my vulnerability. I am not asking for anything, only for you to see the truth of who I am, of what I feel. Kneeling is my way of offering that truth without reservation. Kneeling is not about yielding, but about standing strong in your own truth. I am offering you everything, my heart, my thoughts, and all my feelings, unfiltered and raw. There is a quiet strength in vulnerability, And in this moment, kneeling is my way of showing that strength. I am unafraid to let you see the most vulnerable parts of me. In this moment, I am open to you in a way I've never been before. Kneeling is my way of offering you all of me, completely and without reservation. I kneel not in defeat, but in acceptance of who I am, of what I feel, and of what this moment means between us. Everything inside me is swirling, yet I kneel to find peace in that chaos. I am offering you the truth of my feelings, hoping you will understand them as I do. There is a power in being seen for who you truly are, and kneeling is my way of letting you see me for who I truly am, vulnerable and unprotected. I offer myself to you in this moment, unafraid to show you every thought, every feeling that has shaped me. Kneeling is my way of saying, "This is me." I am not hiding, not running. Kneeling before you is my way of showing you that I am unafraid to expose the rawest part of myself. Every part of me is exposed in this moment. My thoughts, my emotions, my desires. There is nothing held back. Kneeling is my way of letting you witness it all. In this position, I am not weak. I am strong enough to lay everything bare before you, to let you see what's inside without fear. I kneel not because I have to, but because I want to. I want you to feel everything I feel, to witness everything I've kept hidden. Kneeling is an offering, a way to give up everything I've hidden. It's my way of being completely open, hoping that you will see and understand the depth of my emotions. I am vulnerable, but not fragile. Kneeling is my way of showing you that even in vulnerability, there is strength. It's an invitation for you to witness everything I feel. Every feeling I have, every thought that passes through me is here for you to see. Kneeling is my way of saying, I trust you to understand. Kneeling is not about submission. It's about strength in vulnerability, in laying myself bare for you to see. This is who I am, unafraid to be open. I feel a storm brewing inside me, a wild energy that can't be contained. And now I am surrendering to the moment, offering up my raw, unguarded self, knowing that you will witness it all. It's a strange feeling, dropping to my knees, like I'm acknowledging the depths of my own desires and emotions, yet also baring my soul to you. It's a moment of both vulnerability and power. The thoughts swirling in my mind are overwhelming, but in this moment, I choose to make them known, to let you see how much I am affected by what we share. There's something captivating about kneeling, not just in humility, but in acceptance. I am offering up everything I have, my heart, my thoughts, my soul, Every part of me is laid bare, and I know you see it. I feel a yearning deep within, an unspoken connection that I want you to feel as much as I do. Dropping to my knees, I am not just physically vulnerable, I am exposing the rawest part of myself to you. In this moment, I want you to understand my feelings. I want you to know how much you've impacted me, how deeply this moment moves me. I'm here, completely open, hoping you see what words alone cannot express. There's a humility in this gesture, but also a strength. Kneeling is a paradox. It's both surrender and defiance, offering and demanding. And in this quiet, powerful moment, all I can think of is you. I am letting go of all the walls I've built, every defense I've used to shield myself from being seen. And now, in front of you, I am raw, vulnerable, and completely open. As I drop to my knees, I'm letting go of all the things that once held me back. It's not just a gesture, but a release of everything I've kept hidden, and I want you to see it all. I'm not asking for anything in return, yet I want you to see this moment for what it is. A silent communication of everything I feel, everything I've been trying to say. This position of vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. To expose oneself fully is the bravest thing I can do, and I do it here, in front of you, in full awareness of the connection we share. My thoughts are racing, yet in this quiet surrender, I find a calm within. Kneeling before you is a way of showing my true self, of letting everything I feel come to light. I am not asking for your approval, but for your understanding. Kneeling is simply my way of offering up the truth of who I am. No filters, no pretends, just the reality of my emotions. Every emotion I feel in this moment is amplified, every thought more vivid. Kneeling, I give it all to you, allowing you to witness a side of me that no one else has seen. It's a strange thing to lay yourself bare in front of someone, knowing they are watching every moment of your vulnerability. But in this moment, I trust you to see me for who I truly am. Dropping to my knees is an invitation to truly see me, not the facade I've built. It's me, completely exposed, with nothing held back, and all I want is for you to understand. In this quiet moment, the world fades away. There's nothing but the rawness of my thoughts, my feelings, and my deepest desires, all laid out for you to witness. Every feeling I have right now is a reflection of how deeply I am connected to this moment, to you. Kneeling, I am sharing a piece of myself I've never shown anyone before. In this vulnerable stance, there is no hiding. Every inch of me is open for you to see, to witness the chaos and beauty of my emotions in their purest form. I am exposed, vulnerable, and yet I feel an immense strength in this moment. Kneeling isn't a sign of weakness, but a declaration of the depth of my emotions and my willingness to be seen. It's like time stands still, and the only thing that matters is this connection between us. I drop to my knees, and in that gesture, everything I feel is put on display for you. Kneeling is an act of surrender, but also an act of power. It's me saying I have nothing left to hide, nothing left to shield from your gaze. This is me, and I am offering it freely. I want you to see me not as a person trying to impress or protect, but as someone who is simply being in their purest, most vulnerable form. I kneel not to ask, but to show you everything inside. This act of submission is not about lowering myself, but about reaching a place where my feelings are free to roam, unfiltered and unafraid, for you to experience as I do. My thoughts are a whirlwind, my feelings tumultuous, but in this moment of kneeling, I allow them to settle, to be seen, to be understood by you in their most raw form. I am not kneeling because I am weak, but because I am strong enough to reveal the truth of my heart. There is power in vulnerability, and I offer it to you now. I kneel not in defeat, but in the hope that you will see the intensity of my feelings, the depth of my thoughts, and understand the quiet strength that comes from this raw honesty.